Hello, so this is our first session for this painting. So without wasting much time, I'm going to start the work. We are going to start with the background of this picture, which is like, if you can see this picture, this is this much, more than half of this canvas is covered with the tree and the sky part. And then less than half is going to be covered as a water and the reflection, which is going to be done later on. So let's start with the background. So always make sure whenever you are taking a color, either you take it with a palette knife, or if you are doing it with the brush, then always make sure that your first color should be light. Why? Because if you are taking or loading your brush with the darker one, then what will happen? You will not get the desired color what you need. It will start with the darker tone only. So make sure that the lighter color will be used first, will be applied first, and then the darker color. So here we have taken, as we know in this painting, the titanium white is there and the lake blue or a blue color, whatever you have in your color set, you can take it. Now we will start blending this picture, the background, with the brush. Make sure that whenever you are blending your background, it should be a flat brush. And flat brush, if you are a beginner, I would recommend you to take a broader brush. The broader the brush, it is going to cover the area more quickly, more fast, because acrylic color have a tendency to dry faster. So let's start. So here I have started with the white color, and slowly, gradually I am moving to the up over the blue part. Try to cover properly and then start blending it. Come slowly to the white part. We have to cover the sky from all the way from one side to other. Now if you find your brush is not moving easily, or you are finding it difficult and you feel like it's obstructing your movement of your hand, so then in that case just wet little your brush, very little. It's not going to be like that you are putting your whole brush in the water and the water starts dripping over the canvas. So it should not happen. Okay, so this is how it will go. We are going to cover this part and this part also, and I will come little bit down here. Till here I am going to divide my canvas for the tree and for the water. This is the baseline where I am going to divide. So now I feel like I need little bit of more of white so that I can cover this part. I will again little very little, just dip your brush in water. You can see my brush is not dripping. There is no water dripping. Now take it again over the brush and start blending it. Little wet it because it's getting little dry. So start blending it. I will advise you one thing. Some people recommend you, or maybe at some places you have seen about the gesso. The gesso is a paste which some people use it on the base before starting their work on the canvas. So what happened? Gesso makes your work little difficult. See, in this canvas, I have also used the gesso because I'm reusing my one of a canvas. There was some of the drawing and I wanted it to be like, covered it. So that's the reason I also applied gesso, and I can see like, it's little hard for me also to move the brush. So this is how it is going to be done. So make sure that you are not applying a gesso, because always many of the canvases, the stretch canvases we get in the stores, they are pre-primed. So we don't need it. Okay. So this is how it is going to be done. Just move it as fast as you can. And this is how it is going to be done. So this part I am able to see that it's done. Now I am thinking to take a little bigger brush, which is this one. This is my other brush which I will be using, and I am going to use it here so that it should blend fast. See now, it started blending. Extra water, remove it, and just and this is done. Why I'm covering the edges with the blue color? Because according to my painting, I'm going to put the drawing of trees there, and the few places will be covered with the green, but yes, at few places there will be gap, and from there we can see that the sky is there. So that is the reason to cover this part properly. But this is almost done. And now if you see, there is no line, nothing is there. It's smooth. This is done. Now we can leave our canvas to get dry naturally. Sometimes we feel like we need to redo it. Why? Because at few places when we are moving our brush again and again over the same place, color is also coming up. So in that case, what you can do, you can apply a color in the same way and you can cover it. I'm stopping here because we cannot do anything further over this. So I'm stopping here, and we will start the next whatever we have to do on this, the drawing and whatever things will come later on in the second session. Thank you.